the Aussie Yard has always been renowned for its transparency. Just as a matter of interest, punters yesterday were treated to a rather extraordinary piece of riding. Nobody wants to bury anybody, but from the grandstand, what was the Aussie take on Tapanzee's performance?
Yeah, as you said, Andrew, no one wants to bury anyone, and I'm not a jockey myself, so to go and tell you how the Oak should have ridden the horse, I would be wrong, but to tell you on visually from what I've noticed and what I've learnt over the years, I think it was a poor ride by the work rider, a work rider that has a lot of experience. He had spoken to the jockey that rides the horse prior to these races, and Lyle gave him good information of what not to do on the horse, and everything we told him not to do, he did do, which left a lot of questions in our mind of why he rode the horse that way. If it was mistakes, it was bad mistakes at the wrong time, and sometimes you've got to be penalised for your mistakes. Trainers have to answer to owners, and punters have to answer to their pockets, so this rider should have to answer to something.
1,700 metres opening event at the Vaal. And where they go. Slout was Mellon. Mellon lost a couple of lengths, and Dali Pasha also wasn't well away. Jay-Z is up there in the early part. Pachacuti, the cheek piece, is on, and Zaitune Bay racing a bit wide in the early stages. Neisner Jet is fourth along the rail. Then came Richard Lionheart, and in the game towards the inside, they followed by Michael, then Velardo's about 5 to 6 lengths off the leader. Marty's one behind that. Mellon is recovering from a better position from the start there. Racing behind that is Ali Pasha, and Tapanzee's last. Tapanzee, the favourite, the grey, is last of the runners and racing 8-9 lengths off the leader now as they run down with 1,100 metres to go. And Jay-Z, the leaders, by 3/4 of a length up there in front from Pachacuti in second. Michael is wider out in the track as they turn firm with 1,000 to go. Neisner Jet is along the inside, only got 2 lengths to go. Look at Tapanzee, didn't take the corner. Tapanzee hasn't taken the corner too well and still racing at the back end of the field, racing very awkwardly as the favourite at the back. Just behind the leaders is Zaitune Bay, 2 to 3 lengths off the leader. In the game is along the inside. Then came Velardo. Further back to Richard Lionheart, Ali Pasha. Further back in the field came Marty. Mellon, and Tapanzee's got hopeless position from there, as at least a dozen lengths off the leader. 400 metres left to go. In front is Jay-Z's tackled by Michael. Down the inside is Neisner Jet, only got a length to make up. Then came in the game. Further back to behind that Zaitune Bay. Behind that Velardo, Richard Lionheart, and further back on the outside is Pachacuti. They've got 150 to go in the game. Picks up the advantage here from Neisner Jet along the inside. In the game, going strongly for Mohammed Musa and partners, and in the game will beat home Neisner Jet. 4 lengths away to Jay-Z. Then came Michael. Further back in the field was Richard Lionheart, Pachacuti. Then came Velardo. A horrible run from Tapanzee was further back in the field. Well, Tapanzee didn't take to the course today, raced very awkwardly throughout, and you could see a long way from home, was just not enjoying it out there. And victory will go to the Muddy Mong Duba ride, number 12 in the game, the son of Windrush, out of the Cahalmare Fair game. The colours of Mohammed Musa and Mrs. De Oliveira. Wins it by over a length. Well done to Brett Webber. Nice to see him in the winners' enclosure. Neisner Jet, a cracking run in second. 3-4 lengths away to Jay-Z third. Michael raced awkwardly as well, finished up in fourth. Richard Lionheart was fifth. Pachacuti, Velardo, further back Zaitune Bay. Only then came Tapanzee, and Mellon ran disappointingly as well. Behind that, they were followed by Marty and Ali Pasha. Here's a look at the head-on replay. Jay-Z runs outwards in the finish here, allows in the game to get in ahead of Neisner Jet, who travelled well throughout. Jockey just had a bit of problems there with his reins on the runner-up, but victory will go to number 12 in the game. Was bred by Mr. Norman Detlefs. Well done to Norman, the son of Windrush, has won race number 1 out here at the Vaal. The numbers aren't up yet, but no doubt about in the game coming home in his maiden win in his third start.